Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Gears of War the Ultimate Edition. Now this is pretty much kind of like a remake slash remaster. No, I don't even know what this is, because here's the thing, this version was supposed to fix the issues of this game kind of coming over to newer operating systems than Windows XP and stuff, but in doing that, they also kind of forgot that performance actually matters, and they kind of broke the game a little bit. And it's been broken for years, based on forums and threads since 2019. So, let's talk about the requirements first, then we're gonna look at the numbers, and then we might try to implement the fixes to get rid of very low FPS, even if you have top-of-the-line system. So, based on the game's requirements, the minimum requirements they want you to have is literally a GTX 650 Ti and an old i5 or AMD-wise FX 6000 series. So we're talking 6300 AMD 6 cores CPU. For recommended system requirements for Full HD, they want you to have an Intel Core i5 and GTX 970. For 4K requirements, they want you to have an Intel Core i7 or AMD FX 8 series, so 8350 or something along the lines of that, and at least the GTX 980 Ti. As you can see, the requirements are decent, like there's nothing over the top when it comes to it. And let's talk about the settings we're going to be using, and this is, I guess, where a lot of people trying to play this game nowadays will encounter pretty insane frame drops. So I have i9-99K paired with 4070 Ti with 32 gigs of RAM. We're going with the native 2K, full screen, no vertical sync, no frame rate limit, and everything is cranked up as high as it can by the preset, which is high. Apparently, the frame rate should be limited, and apparently the shadow quality should be as low as possible. Presumably, I do not know. But let's have a look at the actual game itself, and we're just gonna do a performance benchmark, because the multiplayer apparently works pretty stable on 60-ish frames, but the campaign is simply unplayable. And I have to tell you that I did try to play the campaign, and it was pretty unplayable. So even now we're getting like 90-ish frames with some peaks up to 130, and this fluctuation is exactly what's gonna happen all the time. As you can see, GPU usage is literally doing nothing, like it's almost idle. CPU is using a couple of the cores, obviously, you know, 8 cores, 16 threads is not for this game logic, which is weird because this game was kinda made for Windows 10 and above, which should have a pretty decent multi-core support. But this is what you're actually gonna get, and even though you're kind of seeing 100 frames here and there, the moment it drops to 80, it drops even below that during actual game. So let me just go to main menu. We're gonna start the campaign, or continue where we left off, so you can actually see how it looks. And I was looking forward to play this game, because it's been years since I actually played Gears of War game, you know, a proper cover shooter, so to say.
They're cutting through the door. Take cover.
But yeah,
take cover.
Look at this, 42 frames, 45, 47. Like it is mad. And the funniest thing is the frame time is also very high, so there's something going on there.
Get ready. Here they come.
So the Diaz will get downed anyway. And as you might imagine, like this is not exactly playable at 40 frames. Like,
let's get out there. Delta 1, this is Delta 2. We are ready for extraction. Over.
it just doesn't work. And now we're at like 160, 120. Look at this. This would be what I would expect from the game, but that's not the case. It's just I don't know how to explain this, but this is painful in so many levels. 32, 30 frames. I'm at loss for words. Like, granted, this game currently is on Xbox Game Pass on sale for £3. One of the reasons I got it because I kind of wanted to relive the experience, probably replay it on, you know, lower difficulty and then go for the highest difficulties. But there's nothing to play here. Like, this is not what you get your system built for. This is quite terrible. So, what apparently people say helps. You need to go on video, where you have the frame rate limit. Set it to either 60 or using NVIDIA or AMD control panel to 72. I don't know why it's such an odd number. I can live with 60 as long as I get stable 60 for campaign. And they want you to take off the shadow quality, because apparently the shadows are the main thing that is filling up the VRAM pool, or kind of getting in the way of loading textures and shaders for everything along, which I am not exactly sure how that correlates to each other, but you know, let's trust the forum people. And apparently this fixes it. I'm gonna turn off the motion blur just so we're actually on a safe side here. So let's go out, we're gonna accept the settings, and let's see if that improves our experience.
This is 6-1. I'm hit. I'm hit. Controls. I
can't see it.
Well, we're not as low as 40 frames yet, but it does seem a little bit happier with these settings, but it's still not there. Which is, I would wanna say, kinda sad.
I see it too. What are we looking at? Hell if I know.
Marcus, we've got to move to the Raven now. Go, go, go!
But yeah, this is essentially what you're gonna get. Now, granted, years back, I did play the original Gears of War for PC on Windows XP, and honestly, I've never seen that game lagging or stuttering. And back in the day, I didn't even have that good of a PC. But yeah, this is just painful to see that this is
Where are we going?
coming out in 2019, meant for Windows 10 systems, and this is the performance we get.
Hoffman. Oh, shit. This
But
is
yeah.
gonna be awesome.
Hey, are you the Marcus Phoenix? The one who fought at Asfield Fields?
Let's skip that, because obviously we don't care.
Enemy reinforcements!
Take cover.
That one was on the house. Good luck, Delta.
Get up those stairs. Alpha's waiting.
I mean, it does seem the game might have calmed down a
man,
little bit
here we
at this
go.
point.
You still got it? I guess we'll find out, huh?
I mean, so far we're kind of sitting at 64 frames, and honestly, you know, I'll take this. If this is how the game will actually work. I have no issues with this, but it cannot and should not drop below 60 frames.
Tags. The family back home will want.
With literally anything that is made in the last 5 years, hardware-wise. But yeah, you know, like, here's hoping to that. Now, granted, you might say, oh, it depends on the level. I mean, this is the benchmark level, give or take, slightly ahead. Nothing is happening hardware-wise. Like, the hardware is idle. Like, you get this type of hardware when you when you watch YouTube videos. Like, you can literally launch up your metrics, you'll see exactly the same. Let's try to do that in the actual time. And I wanna go and try to... I did not get the prompt for cutting them open with my chainsaw. But anyway, I'm too concerned about the frames to worry about me dying. But the game does seem to behave a little bit better now. Tiny bit. Not much.
Oh, yeah!
Flank left.
Got one!
Frag out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is way more playable than before. I mean, it's still unacceptable, but it's playable. So if the game keeps at this with these settings, I would say take it or leave it, or don't even touch it. I mean, what do you expect for £3 when it comes game price wise? But not having a working title at launch, should I say? Because I'm just lost for words. Again, this is better than nothing. Like, this is still. And obviously no one's gonna play this game on the easiest difficulty, but yeah. Hopefully this will save someone some hassle and try it out. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Probably I'll see you on Twitch. Stuttering through the streams there. Over and out.